This one more time, because every time I've tried the last 3 feeds, my buddy John calls me and he forgets that I loaded his new phone number in. He's trying to leave me his new phone number, and he doesn't realize that I don't have any minutes on the phone, or hardly any, and so I don't answer the phone at all anyway. And I'm sitting here at this bench right here with this nice artwork here. You got a clown face and the City of Three Crosses. It's really cool. And then, of course, I was reading this wonderful book right here, and reading about Miss Angelou meeting Billie Holiday. I just got halfway through. I didn't get to read hardly any of it. I was reading into about the second page before I was rudely interrupted. I didn't realize it was a rude interruption until later on in the... Well, let's explain what happened. See, there's glass right here, which I'm going to pick up before I leave. Because when I was walking into work this morning, I noticed there was a broken beer bottle, a 40 bottle, right here underneath this bench. And I thought somebody needs to pick that up. But I'll do it on the way back out. So... darn it. Is it still recording? Okay, he left a message. Okay, cool. It was broken right there. I love John. He's a good guy, but sometimes he gets upset with me. It's like I don't have the money. I don't have the resources. I know what I'm doing. So there's glass right here, so I'm going to pick it up. All right, and I'm going to pick up all the little shards and pieces before I go, and we're going to throw them in the trash so the children don't step on them if they're playing out here or put their hands on them or anything like that. So I was sitting here, and I was going to pick up that glass, but I was going to do it after I was finished reading. I had about 2 hours to burn, and there was two men over there on that bench, Mr. Juan and Mr. Ernie. We met, and we had a wonderful, beautiful discussion. Really nice neighbors, good guys. And we were sitting here at the park, and I was sitting here reading, and a gentleman came up on his bike in a red shirt and some white shorts, and was riding his bike, and came up behind me, stopped his bike, came over, told me what he was doing, said, I'm picking up the beer bottle, the broken bottle. I said, oh, thank you. I was going to do that, and it's not good to have broken glass where the kids play. We appreciate you for doing that. That's very, civic-minded of you and very responsible. Thank you. Cool. Right? So I thought, wow, that's really cool. I was so impressed with this man. And then he walked over to the garbage can over there, loudly threw the glass in, looked over at Juan and Ernie, then looked over at me and said, you can't drink in public or the cops can be called on you. And the cops come over, you know what's the first thing they do? They have you empty your pockets so you don't have your stash in your weed or your knives on you. And then the cops come over, and he was holding his cell phone, I think. I don't know. I was too busy just sitting there going, I lifted my shades from my eyes, my sunglasses, these profile-type sunglasses. I lifted them up. They're a gift from a friend. I lifted them up over on my head so I could look him in the eye. And he sat there, and he looked around, and he was looking at both of us. He was looking over at Juan and Ernie, and he was looking at me. And he said, in a while, the cops will come, and they'll frisk you, turn your pockets out so you don't have your knives or your stash on you, and they'll lock you up. And we're all like, yeah, the police department's right over there, man. It's right across the street, Las Cruces Police Department. Right there across the street, man. Cruces Police Department. It's right next to the fire department, that's City Hall. Okay, we can read, man. So I'm sorry. But we're sitting there, and then he goes off, and he's looking, and he's profiling both of us, and one looks at him and goes, so down 911. And I didn't want to say anything, because I would have just obliterated the man, but I didn't have to, because Juan already did it for me. So I went over and sat on the Johnson statue, and we had a good conversation with two really nice, intelligent men that were racially profiled by another man who's not quite so intelligent but thought he was doing his civic duty. If he'd noticed the bottle here, he'd noticed that all the alcohol from it when it was dropped had evaporated. So it had been here for anywhere from 8 to 10 hours since it was broken. So it happened sometime probably yesterday, last night. But he's apparently not smart enough to figure that out, and not smart enough not to racially profile three men in the, or socially profile three men that are sitting there too, having a general beautiful conversation, and another guy sitting here reading a Maya Angelou book. I was so pissed at him, but it happened. And sorry, there's a little beetle on my arm. I don't want to hurt him. Come here, baby. You're stuck in my hair. He's stuck in my hair. Sorry, I gotta get him out. And he's sitting there, and he did that. And this is not a racial issue. It's not a black-white issue. When I went to go get my lunch at the store and walk back here, I had a lady that I have conversations with, and she kind of reminded me. She goes, "No, this isn't a racial issue. You got abused and bullied by those kids at Johnson Park that were breaking the law, that had no idea that they were taking on a man that if he was not a nice person that could have really physically hurt every last one of them and used their own knives, bicycles, and other implements to impale them on. Yeah, I do have that kind of ability. Thank you, Mama. Now, there are people in the world that are really strong, aggressive, fighting style, aggressive people that I would not want to take on in a hand-to-hand combat situation. But those kids at Johnson Park that I deleted my video feed are not any of them. No, not at all. I wasn't afraid of them. I just didn't want to get in a conversation because I didn't want to end up going to jail for having to kick two obnoxious kids' ass for jumping up in my shit and trying to steal my cell phone because they were conducting illegal activity in the amphitheater at Klein Park across from the Federal Building, and I was doing a public video blog. And that whole thing, they did the same stupid thing as the other guy. You can't do that without people's permission. No, I can't videotape somebody and sell it without people's permission. I can videotape and video blog my thoughts and a crime and then use it as evidence. Yeah, I can do that. And I can do it without their permission. For Sir Mitchell, I'd like to report a crime, but this man's stupid. And yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not making any money off of my YouTube, man. I don't make any money off my YouTube. Other people make money off my YouTube. Take it up with them. Have your lawyers get after them. But I didn't make any money off of it, so you can't sue me, okay? You can sue me, but you'll end up suing the people that's property of YouTube and Facebook. So sue them. They got a lot more money than you do. They got more money than Albertsons, too. Oh, Facebook's got lots of money. So does YouTube. Lots of money. Lots and lots of money. Tons of money. Advertising dollars that bring people into your stores to buy your goods. It's good for business. You understand? Or bad for business, depending on the content of the conversation, the analysis, and what you think is good business. If you want people to, keep business with you because they trust you and they like you and you're a good person, it's good for business. But if you run people who are honest and loving out of your store, it might be bad for business. ¿Qué estás? Yo no sé. I don't know. Okay. So, yeah, so this isn't a racial thing because those were Hispanic young people that tried to bull me at the park and were darn lucky that I'm the type of person that I am. And so they were Hispanic, they were in a majority, and I was in a minority situation, and they were abusing me and violating my civil rights, just like that guy did by profiling us, and it was horrible what he did. And I had to go over there and apologize to Juan and Ernie and make friends with them. I had to go gripe to Surf about it. I griped to Jeremy at Fiesta Foods about it. I was so mad. Like, I can't believe that bigot did that. But I griped about kids at Johnson Park too, because when I get pissed, I talk about it. I'm like Billie Holiday. Yeah, I was right on those crackers. Those crackers are like that. But she got upset and she got mad. And sometimes Maya says I don't have any filters and I'm a lot like Billie Holiday. And yeah, I can see that, girl. I'm there with you, man. Watch the cussing. I think Guy's old enough now. I think Guy would be saying, "You serious, Ralph? That's just fucked up." I agree, Guy, man. That's just really fucked up. Man, you want to go chill and watch some honeys? Yeah, dude. I'm there, man. Let's go. Let's hook up with Pip and we'll go out and yeah. What about which one of you is Hamburger and which one of you is? It's Wiesen and Yandel, right? Am I saying that right? Did I get them? Which one's Hamburger and which one Popeye? Not me. Shut up. I'm gonna so smack you too. Oh God, they're smartasses. Oh, they're funny. I love them. Oh, we were talking about something on the way here from the store, and Hamburger, whichever one of you is Hamburger, said something really obnoxious about watching women or something, and and it's like, yeah, hello, it's like Jenny, it's what we do. I mean, what shit. She was just like, yeah, and it was so funny. I was just laughing my butt off. I'm like, yeah, Lopez. I mean, come on, man. It's like, cut us a break, man. We're guys. We women are fun. Okay. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I can't back that up. I like looking at women. They're attractive. It's fun. You don't. Oh God, no. You're dating Casper Smart because he's supremely intelligent and extraordinarily, amazingly. I'm just gonna stop while I'm ahead. His hard rock abs and his great size and his ability to dance have nothing to do with the fact that you're dating him. Chris Judd, Johnson, I don't know, any of the guys that you have dated, okay, it didn't have anything to do with any of the way that they looked and that they might be really good dancers and great in bed. Had nothing to do with that fact. Okay, so you're a pristine angel who only dates men for the context of their character regardless of their physical appearance. Thanks, Hamburger. Thanks, Popeye. I'm there, man. You guys are cool. Thank you. I'm gonna work on. Look, dancers, I'm working on it. I know, because you got to keep yourself healthy. Because I love McCain. It's like, yeah, whatever. I think saving the planet and keeping the world healthy and parking cars is more healthy than Ralph having a six-pack abs and rock-hard thighs and looks like he could make you holler like a coyote till the cows come home. I mean, he saves the world for you. You can have more time to screw Casper Smart and whoever else you want to screw. Just support the guy no matter what he does, okay? I love you, John McCain. God, I love this man. So I'm going to go. On that note, I really like John McCain. Good God, he just, and the ex-Vietnam vets. I mean, they're on the loose today. They're in my head just go get them. Just go get them, Ralph. They tried to delay you and they tried to delay justice, and just don't try to piss off a lot of ex-Vietnam vets, Desert Storm vets, Operation Desert Shield, whatever. Don't piss off good soldiers. And don't betray them. Because if you betray them, it will come back to get you. Alright? If you betray real soldiers, real people that are concerned with their world and want to help save their world from insanity, hypocrisy, and idiocracy, it'll come back to get you. And if you want to stay alive, which you do, the history will write itself, and you will be seen as you, and we will be seen as we, and I will be seen as I. Okay? Now, you're sitting there, and it's those kids. A reason why I felt bad about deleting that video at Klein Park was because it's a privilege to be put on my YouTube. It's a privilege to be put on my Facebook. It's a privilege to interface and dialogue with me. These are the Gospels, man. It's like being someone who kept court with and talked and discussed with King David or Jesus. So, you know, I get to be in the Gospels. Oh, wow, I'm special. Yeah, like Jonathan and Solomon, Joab and Caiaphas and Herod and, yeah, okay? Do you understand? Everybody who writes their pages and plays their part in the book. Don't worry about it, Albertson's manager guy. You're not that bad. You're just kind of one of their little guard cronies that, you know, you're one of the guys who sits there and kind of like dresses Jesus up in the purple robe and mocks him, and you think you're so special. I'm going to walk you out of the store. Neener, neener, neener. Oh, neener, neener to you, too. Guess what? This is an entirely different world now. The book gets written in three-dimensional mainframe computer hard drive components that last as long as we stay alive. So the story's real, and it's like, Natalie told me that one time, man, how do we know it really didn't happen? We didn't have videotape. And, well, they can manipulate videotape and fix it and twist it and turn it and make it into things that but we got videotape now, so it's really happening. So John McCain and the rest of the guys that you guys forgot about in Vietnam because you used them as war fodder to make lots of money, want you to know that I'm not gonna, payback's a bitch, and so am I. Alright? Payback is a dog. Alright? And a good dog will pay you back with loyalty, honor, character, and trust. And a bad dog, you know what the Apaches used to do with bad dogs? The same thing they used to do with old Billie Holiday's Chihuahua. It barks too much, eat it. That was the best use for a Chihuahua for an Apache. They didn't need some kind of little dog that yelped at the first thing that it heard 20 yards away. That was just going to give away their position and get them all killed. They needed a dog like He-Dog's dogs. Their hair, their back would raise up, and then they would, like that little Chihuahua today. Yeah, the little George Lopez Chihuahua down there on Doñana Road. He was waiting for me. The gate was open, and he was waiting for me out front. And he came up and he just looked at me. He snuffed me, and then the hair went back up on his thing, and he went back up in the yard, and he yelled at me and goes, "You won't come in this yard and come near my people." He was so cool. So Chihuahuas can do it too. All right? So, yeah, we're going to go inside, and we're going to load these up, and we're going to get all of them on today. All right? All right, guys, I love you. Hang in there. Blessings and peace. Just be patient. Keep working. That's what I get. I understand the whole patience thing. I get it, short lady. All right, love you too. Blessings and peace.